Hi, I'm Jeff Ford, a physiotherapist, strength and conditioning coach, and kettlebell coach. Today I'm going to run through a tutorial on the hardstyle or Russian style kettlebell snatch. So, the kettlebell snatch is basically generated from a powerful hip drive like a kettlebell swing or a kettlebell clean. So first of all, make sure you go and check out the kettlebell swing video and the one-handed kettlebell swing video, because that's where we're generating the power. That is the foundation of the kettlebell snatch. From a swing, so one-handed swing, we've got a nice arc of the kettlebell happening. But to get that kettlebell overhead, we need to learn to tame the arc of the kettlebell. So from side on, what that looks like, one-handed swing, and then instead of driving it out and over the top like that, where we tend to get a big banging happening on our arm, this is where people tend to start out with the snatch. We want to think about the bell coming up much closer to our body. So I typically start off by getting people to clean and press the kettlebell and then work from the top down rather than from the bottom up. So this will look like clean the bell up, press, and then from the top, we want to think about tossing the bell over and bring it back up again. It's one of those exercises, one of those skills that you kind of just got to jump in and try. Doesn't really make sense in your head before you try. So just get to the top, chuck it, and pop it back up. Now, first few times, it's going to feel clunky, it's going to feel weird, it will probably bang on your wrist. Pass, drive up to straight, and back down, driving up, back down. So I am thinking about a powerful drive from the bottom, and then a low pull. So pull now, kettlebell goes up overhead. Pull, catch, guide. Pull, catch, guide. So to slow that down a little bit with the lighter bell. As the bell's being driven up, instead of the bell coming out and over and back and slamming down, driving up, I pull my elbow here, boom. Or you can think about the elephant trunk method. So like that. It's a similar movement. Whatever cue works best for you. But for me, I'm thinking of that little pull here, and then the bell starts to go up. So instead of it going out in an arc, you are taming the arc. The bell starts to come up through here. You then catch the bell out at about 10 o'clock and guide it up overhead. Then back down again, tossing it over and down. Easier to demonstrate with this lighter bell. Like so. I think the kettlebell snatch tends to make a lot more sense though once we go to a heavier kettlebell, and that way you are required to drive up with those powerful legs, in particular the hip muscles. Without it, with a lighter bell, you can kind of manhandle it up, and that's what we tend to see a lot of. I tend to see a lot of when I'm teaching people is they tend to want to just lift that bell. Great for an upper body exercise, but really the kettlebell snatch comes into its own with the heavier kettlebell. You're driving with a lower body. There's still a lot of stuff happens with that upper body. Start snatching with a heavier kettlebell, you're probably going to feel all those back muscles. You're going to feel your biceps. So your biceps work to eccentrically control that kettlebell down and slow it down between your legs. In particularly, you're going to feel your glutes. You're going to feel your hammies. Possibly going to feel your abdominals. Works a lot of muscles throughout the body. And it's a fantastic exercise. They call it the Tsar of kettlebell lifts because it's almost the culmination of a lot of other kettlebell skills together. Great way to build that sort of power endurance. So being able to produce power consistently over time. So going to a heavier bell, do a few snatches on each side. We are driving up. So pull, catch. Pull, catch, guide. Pull, catch, guide. And we can swap over. Pull, catch, guide. And we should just feel when it's working nicely, the kettlebell just floats up. It springs up nice and lightly rather than manhandling it up and rather than it banging your wrist. It takes time to refine, but I love the idea of practicing the skill as your primary focus. The fitness adaptations, the strength, the power, the cardiovascular fitness come as a side effect or a byproduct of that primary focus of practicing the skill. I hope you enjoy that. There's lots of sort of common errors and tips which I'll be posting up along here. So if you enjoyed that video, give it a like, give me a follow, and thanks for watching.